So we can start the next module. It is application of PDE. So application of PDE, we have to consider physical applications. Okay. First one is one-dimensional wave equation. So in this topic, we have to derive a wave equation and solve the wave equation using method of separation of variables. Then we have to do some problems. Okay. So let's see what is one-dimensional wave equation. So consider a tightly stretched string whose length is L with the end points fixed. We need to study about the oscillations of the string. So a string or a wire is tightly stretched between two ends. Two ends are fixed. Its length is L. We have to find the what is the displacement or oscillations of the string. Okay. The string is released from rest and allowed to vibrate. So to derive the wave equation, we need some assumptions. So which are the assumptions? First one is mass per unit length of the string is constant. Then the second one, the string is perfectly elastic and there is not any resistance to bending, no way to bend that string. Then tension or force caused by stretching the string is so large so that its gravitational force is very small. Then we know that the string moves, every particle of the string moves in vertical direction. There is a small transverse motion, vertically movement. So the slope at every point of the string is very small. Okay. So these are the assumptions needed to derive the wave equation. This is important. So next we have to derive the wave equation. So for that, let the string be fixed at two ends. That means consider the axis x and y. X-axis, the string is stretched between 2 points O and S. So let the ends of the string be O and S, and this is the length of the string. Okay. So x is along the length of the string and y is along the movement. Okay. So the displacement of the string or the movement of the oscillations of the string is in xy plane. So we have to derive the wave equation. For that, consider any 2 points, very nearer points P and Q on the string, on the curve. Let tangent, we draw tangent at Q and P. Okay. So the tension or the force is along the tangent. So let it be T2 and let it be T1. Since P is a point which is left of Q, the tension will be along the downward direction. So T1 is in the downward direction, T2 is in the upward direction. Okay. So and let P be a point which is at a distance x from the origin. P in the point origin in the x distance ilana edukka. Corresponding y coordinate is y. So P in the coordinate xy. Okay. Similarly, Q is a point very nearer to P. So let the point Q is at a distance x plus delta x from origin. Corresponding y coordinate y plus delta y. Okay. So Q is the point x plus delta x comma y plus delta y. So that is described here. Let the x-axis is along the x-axis along the string and motion of the string is in xy plane. Consider the motion of the small element PQ. P is the coordinate xy and Q is the coordinate x plus delta x, y plus delta y. So the length of PQ is the difference between x and x plus delta x, that is delta x. Okay. Then, since the string doesn't offer any resistance to bending, the tension at each point of the string is tangential to the curve of the string. That is T2 and T1. Mark ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. So let T1 and T2 be the tensions and P and Q. And also let T1 makes an angle alpha with a point. Then T2 Q make an angle beta എന്ന് എടുക്കുക. Okay, Q make an angle beta and P make an angle alpha with the horizontal. Okay, so T2 is the tangent. It makes an angle beta. That means tangent slope of the tangent is tan beta, and here also slope of the tangent at P is tan alpha. Okay, and there is no horizontally movement. Horizontal motion illa. The motion is along vertically. So the horizontal component is a constant. So which is the horizontal component? For that, consider a triangle here, any triangle. Let it be some AB. So the horizontal component is AP. Okay. So what is cos alpha? Cos alpha is adjacent side AP by hypotenuse. This is the vertical line. So hypotenuse is BP, or AP is BP cos alpha. And what is BP? BP is T1. It is marked as T1. So T1 cos alpha is a horizontal component. And here also, we triangle consider. Let it be A dash B dash. So here also the horizontal component is QB dash. So cos beta is QB dash by hypotenuse is QA dash. So QB dash is QA dash into cos beta. And what is QA dash? QA dash is T2. So it is T2 cos beta. Okay. So here T1 cos alpha, horizontal components are T1 cos alpha and T2 cos beta. And they are constant. These two horizontal component constant ആയിരിക്കും. So let it be T, at T. Okay. And what is the vertical component? Vertical component is, in the same diagram, vertical line ABLA. So what is sin alpha? Sin alpha is AB by BP, or AB is BP means T1. T1 sin alpha. This is the vertical component at a P. And here also the vertical component is A dash B dash. Similarly, A dash B dash is T2 sin beta ആയിരിക്കും. So the vertical components are T2 sin beta and minus T1 sin alpha. That means here the motion is downwards. Downwards mark ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇത് നെഗറ്റീവ് ആവും, ഇത് പോസിറ്റീവ് ആയിട്ട് എടുക്കുക. So the vertical component is T2 sin beta minus T1 sin alpha. Okay. Then by Newton's second law of motion, force is mass into acceleration. And what is the force? Force is T2 sin beta minus T1 sin alpha. Then we have to find the mass. Mass of the element PQ. Mass of the element PQ is mass per unit length into length of PQ. Mass per unit length is small letter m. Length of PQ is delta x. And what is the acceleration along y direction? Acceleration is actually d square y by dx square. This is the acceleration, d square y by dt square. So here, since y is the dependent variable, നമുക്കിതിന് y axis ഒന്നോ u axis ഒന്നോ എടുക്കാം. So y is depending on x and t. Y is the displacement. It depends on x and t. Length of the string time in a depend ചെയ്ത് വരും. So it is dou square y by dou t square. Okay, this is the acceleration. So substitute ചെയ്താൽ T2 sin beta minus T1 sin alpha is equal to m delta x dou square u by dou t square. And this is, we can divide throughout by t. അപ്പോൾ T2 sin beta minus T1 sin alpha whole divided by t m delta x by t dou square u by dou t square വരും. ഓരോ ടേമിന് ടി കൊണ്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യാം. ഇനി ക്യാപിറ്റൽ ടീനെ നമുക്ക് T2 cos ബീറ്റായും T1 cos ബീറ്റായും cos ആൽഫയും രണ്ട് സെയിം ആണ്. സോ ഫോർ കൺവീനിയൻസ് ഹിയർ ദ ന്യൂമറേറ്റർ C2 ആയതുകൊണ്ട് T2 cos ബീറ്റ എഴുതാം. ഇവിടെ T1 ആയതുകൊണ്ട് T1 cos ആൽഫ എഴുതാം. അപ്പോൾ tan ബീറ്റ മൈനസ് tan ആൽഫ എന്ന് കിട്ടും. ആൻഡ് tan ബീറ്റ ഈസ് ദ സ്ലോപ്പ് ഓഫ് ദി ടാൻജൻറ്റ് അറ്റ് ക്യൂ. ക്യൂവിലുണ്ടാക്കുന്ന സ്ലോപ്പാണ് tan ബീറ്റ, പിയിലുണ്ടാക്കുന്ന ടാൻജൻ്റാണ് tan ആൽഫ. ഓക്കെ, സോ tan ബീറ്റ minus tan alpha is dou u by dou x at q minus dou u by dou x at p ആണ്. okay so here dou u by dou x at q minus dou u by dou x at p divided by ഒരു delta x ചെയ്താൽ നമുക്ക് dou square u by dou x square കിട്ടുമല്ലോ. this is the derivative of definition of derivatives. okay, so dou square u by dou x square is ഇതിൻ്റെ റേറ്റ് ഓഫ് ചേഞ്ച്. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ഈ ഡിഫറൻസിനെ എങ്ങനെ എഴുതാം? dou square u by dou x square into delta x എന്ന് എഴുതാമല്ലോ. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ നമുക്ക് അതാണ് എഴുതിയിരിക്കുന്നത്. dou square u by dou x square into delta x is equal to m delta x by t dou square u by dou t square. ഇനി delta x കട്ട് ചെയ്യാം. പിന്നെ വരുന്നത് dou square u by dou x square is equal to m by t dou square u by dou t square. If t by m is c square, a constant, dou square u by dou x square is 1 by c square into dou square u by dou t square. Or we can write uxx is equal to 1 by c square utt. Or utt is c square into uxx. This is the wave equation. Okay.